Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions and we're back with a trailer reaction. This is the final trailer for Halloween Kills. It's the second one in the new trilogy of Jamie Lee Curtis Halloween movies, the ones that have continued from where the original Halloween from 1970s took place. So you have to discount every other Halloween you ever saw. Only the first one counts. Then the last one we saw with her is the second one. And technically this is the third. There's one more coming out, I believe, next year. I think they already started filming or they filmed these back to back. It might even be done already. I'm not exactly sure. All I know is in typical fashion of these type of movies, Michael Myers died at the end, or so we think, burned to death in a unescapable basement. And somehow he gets out of this unescapable basement. I'm assuming, I think we saw bits in trailers already. We already saw a lot of teasers and trailers and stuff for this movie. And I don't know if they already showed it or I just thought it or both, but I am assuming he is somehow hiding somewhere where he was not burned enough to kill him, and he's probably supernatural, and the cops open up and he like runs out and something happens. He's somehow going to escape. I'm assuming he didn't just break out of the basement because the whole point of the basement was it's supposed to be unescapable. So I'm assuming he just hides in something and fortified himself enough so he didn't get burned. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't need to make sense. In half these movies, these guys die and come back to life, and no human or being or anything could usually suffer or sustain the consequences they do. So it doesn't need to make sense. I'm curious to just see what's in the last trailer. So far, we saw, like I said, bits and pieces. We saw that he does get out. So let's just jump in. You guys want to see other things I do, like full unedited episodes of all the shows on the channel, Patreon, link at the end. Shows you might not see for a while or might not ever see, seasons ahead on shows that are on YouTube. Check the link at the end for Patreon. If not, final trailer for Halloween Kills. Old school.
Hey, what are you guys doing out here?
It's Halloween. We've been trick-or-treating.
Are you alone?
There's a creepy man in a white mask,
Where?
and he keeps like trying to play hide and seek with us.
I think they're screwing with her. Oh, he really is there?
Run! Go home now!
They're just throwing random scenes at us. Oh. That's an interesting.
Killed Michael. My grandmother set the fire.
No one told you.
Told me what?
Michael Myers is alive.
Figured so much.
A man couldn't have survived that fire.
Oh, that's right.
40 years ago, the boogeyman came for us. We are the survivors of Michael Myers.
Oh shit.
We fight.
Mom,
I didn't even recognize her.
we're gonna hunt him down and we're gonna put an end to this. He is not gonna stop killing until we stop him.
If you track Michael's victims, that's a straight line to Michael's childhood home. Someone's in our house.
He's coming for me, but I'm coming for him.
I love the old school.
You wanna kill someone? Take me! Michael!
I want to take his mask off and see the life leave his eyes.
It looked like it was coming off. Couple weeks. October 15th. I thought it looked really good. I enjoyed the first one, the one before this. I enjoyed the very first one as well. There were a lot of great guilty pleasure type Halloweens in between. I always enjoyed the third one, the Season of the Witch, the one that wasn't connected to Michael Myers. I don't know why. I feel like that was on the most when I was growing up. I'm almost 40. I grew up in the 80s. I feel like Season of the Witch was on all the time, and I was always confused how it was connected to Halloween, and it really isn't connected to Michael Myers in any way, as far as I know. I feel like it's just in that world and something else going on. For the most part, the Halloween movies are a good time. I enjoy the character of Michael Myers, but like Jason, they never really explained how he progressed or why he was the way he is. It just sort of was like a traumatized kid or a kid that was mistreated or died somehow in the sense of Jason, but that like we are led to believe is human, but then just gradually gets more superhuman as time goes on. So we saw in the one before this, he was crushing guys' heads with his boots. So he clearly has superhuman strength at this point. Or some super ability, or he was just very angry right there. But we saw what he's capable of, and we know there is one more after this. I kind of don't like when they do that, where they announce that there's going to be two more, because now you know the stakes aren't as high in this one, because you know there's one more. So you know they're not going to have an entire movie after this where Michael Myers is dead. And I'm assuming Jamie Lee Curtis isn't going to die in this one, because it's sort of like her trilogy, I'm thinking. So I feel like they lowered the risks, or lowered the expectations by having a final one. But I don't know, it could be good. It looks entertaining. I love what they do with the music. I'm assuming John Carpenter has something to do with it. John Carpenter loves doing his own music, and he does all sorts of craziness like this. I know he was involved in the first one. I'm assuming he's involved in almost all of them, if not all of them. So I know his kid was involved, or his daughter was involved in one of them, something like that. I mean, it's coming out in a couple weeks, less than a month. Halloween, it's going to come out around Halloween. Halloween Kills. We'll check it out. I think it's theaters only, so you got to go to theaters to see it. Maybe it'll be an excuse to go out and do something on Halloween. You guys let me know what you think. If you want to see more of what I do, Patreon link in front of me, full on edited episodes of all the shows on the channel, dozens of exclusives you don't see on YouTube and might never see, and seasons ahead on all the shows you do. Check it out. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.